Hello guys and welcome to the channel. Today I want to show you quick tips and trick how to add movement to your 2-track audios. This is a trick that I use quite a lot and I will show you this using all free plugin. So first thing you need to do is duplicate your 2-track, which I'm going to do now in Logic. Having duplicated this track, you need to then go on the output. Set it to no output. You don't want this to play out. You just want to use it for a sidechain purpose. You can go ahead and name it sidechain. Then the next thing you want to do now is go on your main track, add TDR Nova, which is a free plugin. This is a dynamic EQ. So first thing is you need 3 bands. So I'll be using this 3. So I'll turn this one off. So this first one, I'll have it on. Put the dynamic band. And on this ratio, we basically want this to be expand. You know, if you're not compressing, then you're expanding. So anything below 1 is expand. So just turn it all the way down. Now we're on 0.5.1. Now set this to maybe about 200 or 150. Let's have it as 200 would do. Now you can leave the Q the way it is. Now make it a bell, low bell. Now I will go on the sidechain here. Select the sidechain as the audio, which is this. So it's basically sidechaining it to this. Now see what's happening to it. As you can see there, every time the kick hits, that's opening up. So it's basically adding a movement to it, the jump up and down. So that's one of the things we want. The next thing is do the same thing on the top end. Select here, make it a top shelf, maybe about 6 or 7K is fine. And on this, bring this down again to be expand. Let's have a listen to what we got. The next thing now is the middle, which is this one. You can go ahead and leave that one as compress. So leave it 2:1 or 1.8 and adjust your Q to taste. Actually, this other one, I'll push the Q up a bit, maybe 1 on the Q. This bottom one as well, I'll probably just make it maybe 70 or 80 on the Q. So it gives room for this middle one to sit nice and tight. Now the middle one, we're gonna push it down right in the middle somewhere there and have it as compress. So by so doing, basically every time the kick hits, it pushes this up, same as snare pushes that up, but every other thing in the middle is compressing this, but in a dynamic way. So I'm gonna bypass this now and you can hear how flat the sound was before this one. So make sure you're listening to this on a headphone, a good headphone, or maybe a nice studio monitor, so you can hear the little movement that this is adding. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that, so I'll try to actually exaggerate this so you can get the feel of what we've just done. As you can see, when I exaggerated it, you probably hear it more, but something like this, you want it to be a bit more subtle. You don't want to have it this high. So I'll go ahead and turn them down slightly. So another thing that you can actually do is you can set this to external sidechain. As you can see, with that external sidechain now, it's giving it a lot more movement because the low end is actually going a bit too high. What you can then do is put a linear phase EQ here and low cut the low end a bit so that all the energy doesn't push this too high. As you can see there, when I throw in this EQ rolling off 100 Hz, it's not pushing it too high now, but it still gives it that movement. So which means that low end is not being triggered by everything below 100 Hz, but rather from 100 Hz and above. So this is a way to add movement to your 2 tracks. If you have any further question on this, don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.
Zenith.